Good morning, afternoon, or evening, y'all. I just wanted to make a quick video on a mod I did for Berserk Lindworm. Primarily the Berserk layer, or blade. So, the first thing you'll notice, let me zoom out, is I filled it in with hot glue to hopefully make it not hollow. And that actually worked pretty well. And the second thing is a little more subtle right now. So when I take this apart, can't really see much of what I did. But what I did do is cut out a little section right there. You can see the cut marks. Same thing on the other side. And on the underside, there are usually these spacers that would go right there, right there, and they'd also be on these parts, but I cut those off with the chunk of plastic I needed to get off. So, reason I did this was to make this thing properly work with Takeratomi core and Takeratomi armor. So there's a lot of people out there who had already squeezed TT armors into a QuadDrive layer. But what this can do now, let me just show a quick example of what I did. So here are those, if it would focus, there are those spacers. You can kind of see them poking up. Those two spacers. When you put an armor in there, it doesn't sit perfectly flat the way it should. It's raised. And so the reason it's like that is because QuadDrive gravity rings are hollow, so they don't need to sit perfectly flat because they have space for those spacers. And so technically, this fits perfectly flat. So in removing those, I now gave the armor the space it needed to sit flat. And now when we try to do that, the TT core can now lock in, and you now have a QuadDrive ring that works with both QuadDrive and Takeratomi cores. But it goes a little further than that. You flip it over, and now that it doesn't have the spacers in the way, you can lock in a Hasbro left core, and you can have this wacky looking setup, or you can also do high mode, works exactly the same. And you can also, because I did the modification to make it work with TT cores, you can also stick a Takeratomi left core in there. So this also works in high mode as well. It is a completely versatile and Hasbro Takeratomi compatible blade. So what am I getting at? Well, with a small modification, Hasbro could make their Astral Blade work the way it's intended. As you saw, with the little bit of work I did, this became a flippable dual spin blade. And if Hasbro really wanted to, they could release Astral with a right and a left core, and it would work beautifully. So maybe they will, maybe they won't, but I just wanted to make a quick video on this because I thought it was a pretty cool little modification that worked extremely well. So, as always, if y'all found this useful, please let me know in the comments. And until next time, peace.